Hi, I am Dr. Elizabeth Samantha Rothschild Judge. How do I look? I heard I look beautiful. Okay, this is my update. The first thing is getting into my house. I've narrowed down my time on what it's going to take for me to do so comfortably. So, sometime next month, after the Patricia Handy Place shelter relocates and we've all transitioned and gotten comfortable, then I am going to authorize payment to the U.S. Capitol Police locksmith to unlock the property for me to gain entry and rekey everything, new bolts and all of that, everything for a complete key service or complete locksmith service. So I plan to do that sometime in November, at the very latest December. However, I will not be installing any utilities till probably the end of January. So after I get my locksmith service completed, November or December, I'll still be at the Patricia Handy Place shelter staying until approximately the end of January. It just makes sense to do it that way with everything else that I've got going on. And then I also need to locate a surround sound system to have installed because I will be permeating my real property, including airspace and land mineral rights, with my voice of ownership. So I'll be wearing a lapel clip microphone for surround sound PA system in order for my voice to permeate that property, because that house is 100 years old. It was built in 1924. So that's my two priority things to consider right now with the installation of the utilities in January. The process for doing it, well, everything is so complicated. So it's just, I'll explain it along the way so that everyone will be aware, for public awareness and all public accountancy. As well, I posed a question: what if it were a separate governor and the governor did not like staying with someone or want to stay with someone and did not want to stay with the person that offered? Well, the United States Secret Service did make me aware that we have space and that is not an issue. And also, did anybody know that Washington, D.C. has much general land? Didn't know that, did you? Okay, well, now you do. So the other thing that I was thinking about is, I had wanted at one point to seek the office of the president around the year 2040, and that was one of my goals. So since that time, I've adjusted my goals? I've adjusted my focus to something else and decided I don't want to be president. Así, quizá, if there were someone who wanted to select me as a running mate ever, because now being the governor, I'm up for that. So someone would want to select me as a running mate, or if I decided and readjusted and said, okay, yeah, I want to run for president. So, hi, good morning, sir. How would that be handled with me being the governor of Washington, D.C.? Okay, we are not a statehood. We are a federal district. We are a federal asset. And both things could be done by any governor who is over a district or a territory of the United States of America. So with the states, the governors, when they leave the office, if they were going for president, if they gained the office, well, then someone else has to replace them in the gubernatorial position. However, if it's a territory or a district, it's such a small area and under a different type of constitutional protection that it is possible to do both. So if I ever became to run for president or became someone's running mate, then I would still keep my position as governor if I were already in it. If we had not decided on terms, and this being the first, it's term unlimited and perpetual because of the appointment, and terms for the future are going to be established during my administration. However, in the meantime, if that ever came up, then I'd do both. I'd be the president of the United States of America and the governor of the federal state of Washington, D.C. And at the end of my presidential terms, I would return to my post in the district. That is virtually impossible to do from a statehood. There is a lot more accountability that the governors of the states have than those of us who are governors of territories and districts. And that should also be considered when seeking a higher office, because there are some things that need to be known for prowess and for security that maybe the districts and the territories take for granted, but the states, they live it, and it's very real. It's that lifestyle. So to say if I would do it, I mean, I'm saying yes today, but then when I concise down into my gubernatorial stance and accountabilities, then I may feel totally different about my capacity to do that. So I just wanted to put that out there. If that happened, I'd do both. All right, everybody, have a great day.